What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Blade Dragons podcast. I'm Elliot,
And I'm Alex.
and today we have a special guest. So we have Lockwand, Locky, Juice in the Blade Dragons podcast. Welcome, man.
Hello, hello.
And we're
It's
gonna
good to
go
finally
over
be here.
the. Yes, it's very good. We've talked about this for a little while now. Not the episode we were talking about, but we're gonna go over episode was it 20 of the podcast episode. So
Yeah.
this will be a fun time.
Well,
Juice is an avid fan of the anime, so he'll be carrying us this episode.
yep, exactly.
Avid hater as well.
Yep, he loves it. No, yeah, that's just his way of saying he loves the anime. You know, he loves that bird never wins. That's his favorite part of the anime.
You'll get it. He talks in a lot of double negatives.
I love Bird. I do love the. It's a love-hate with Bird.
Mm-hmm.
He's not a character at all. And there's a voice crack. I'm gonna kill myself.
Okay, into
let's.
the first point, Alex.
So,
Take it
before
away.
we lose any more lives today, we've got a few things to talk about with this episode. Now, first off, despite this episode being pretty entertaining and having some really good moments in it, overall, my opinion of it is it was all right. I still like the gym episode a little bit better. My opinion on the hide and seek episode, still all right, but I don't know what I would classify as my second favorite and third and whatever. I just know that I love the Gym Bros and Common X. That is fuel for my soul, and I will always stand by that episode. But this one started interesting. We got another little AI Ichigo moment. But before we get into the anime, actually, we have to talk about the comments that you guys left on our last video, which was the UX discussion that me and Elliot did. We're going to go ahead and hop over here. We got UASCII1585 who says, one thing that I'm worrying about UX is what if the ratchet and the bits break like BX and Wizard Rod bit looks like it will break in a few battles. That's a very fair criticism, and I mean, considering that the ratchets and the bits are literally the same system, UX is just a different style blade variant, so it's not Season 2, it's not System 2, it's just a sub-variant for BX. And I do think that we probably will see some ratchet breakage. I mean, it looks like the 73 blades and the one blade ring, those do look sturdy. So I think those will hold, and I am curious about disc ball. That one, I could see it breaking, but they also reinforced it on four ends, and it's not super duper thick. But then again, we've seen the plates on Beyblade X bits breaking, so it's possible. But I guess we'll have to see what happens with those when they come out.
So moving on to the next comment. This is a pretty nice comment. That we do try to be objective with our opinions here. We don't want to just follow the flow of the rest of the community. We try to not be as nitpicky as we tend to be, but it deserves it. Saying it is an entire product in series, so every product in line has to have their nitpick, and there are people that are actually critiquing the topic. So we appreciate you acknowledging that we try to do our videos in a certain perspective. And then yes, we have made the point in the past that the anime is literally just to sell products. It's sad that they didn't do it to progress the storyline or anything, but the products are the main point of the entire series. So
Yeah.
it sucks that it's not the forefront, but anyway, thank you for the comment. GVR.
You can call him you can call him GG. Call him GG. Call him GG.
GG.
Yeah. Shout out GG,
Riverglow.
one of our stream regulars. We got Live1D359. The only thing I don't like is that the metal isn't connected to the motif anymore, and which is the gear chip in the middle. I just hope they don't go overboard. What's interesting about that is that there is no more bit chip cover or gear chip cover. So the sticker is exposed, and it doesn't rotate like it does on the BX blades. So the UX blades do have that, and I think the design notion with the metal knot being connected to the motif. What that does is it distributes the bulk of the weight outwards towards the outer edge of the blade. So it's distributing the weight differently than the normal BX blades, which have them, more even and a little more centrifugal. And now for UX, they're spreading them outward. That way, there's more outward force driving it along the X line, which is pretty good. I think the innovation there is pretty cool. And I mean, our biggest what am I trying to say? Our biggest issue with UX wasn't necessarily that the products were bad. It was just the fact that everybody has been hyping them up way too much. And it's like, I'm completely fine with people loving them, but I think some people are just a little bit too loving on them. Yeah, I don't want expectations to be so high and then they just get crashed and burned when it's ultimately not a massive game changer. Yes, we got some new shapes, we got some interesting concepts that they're doing, but at the same time, this is stuff that we've seen with BX. So at the end of the day, this is the same bar as all the BX stuff. It's not going to be any better or any worse. And that's really our biggest thing with UX. And then we also got another comment from Brody down here. I don't really have any worry for X. I haven't seen anyone else worry except this channel.
That's what we're here for, baby. We're here to say the intrusive thoughts or go the opposite way as the rest of the people.
Yep.
Obviously, we're not worried about it, but it's just we like to think optimally or linearly of the entire series, and for just the way that they're breaking down this entire series is different. Like we've mentioned in other episodes, like we expect this to go one way. We think we can predict the next 2 months, and then it just goes batshit crazy, and they launch a new line of Beyblades. The anime is garbage, and there's just other things that we expected to go differently. So yeah, we definitely couldn't say worried, but we just like to be optimistic and be retrospective on the other things. Anyway, Juice, what's your thought on BX or UX since we have a new opinion? Thank you for the comments, guys. Yes, thank you for the comments. Before we get too far off topic, but any comments you guys you give, we will skim over and reply to, at least in the comment section. So anyway, there you go, Juice.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't have much on it. I am pretty keen for it. I don't think we'll get too many of them so far. I know we got a listing for more, like maybe at least 2 more. But other than that, I think that'll be it for this year. I don't have much for that for the UX stuff actually.
Nope, you're in the same boat as us. If we weren't looking at the pictures and everything, we probably wouldn't have much much extra to add to it.
Yeah, I like the designs. I kind of wish they'd still keep the metal prongs, but the other colored ones do look nice. It does make it more pop for the colors. But other than that, I didn't even know the thing doesn't spin. You said the gear chip doesn't spin?
Doesn't spin.
It doesn't spin? That's new to me. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, there's a bunch of quirks. I think
the whole point of the gear chip spinning was for the gear line, right? Like it helps it because the bit will spin in the blade as well, like in its own rotation while the bay is spinning. So how's that going to work?
They probably have it. So the way that if you look inside of a BX blade, you'll see that there's 2 little lines on the bit that go up all the way through the insert and they poke out at the top, and those key in to the spinning part of the gear chip on BX blade, so that allows it to spin. I imagine that they don't have that, and the bit will spin, it just won't spin the gear chip, so they're not they're not locked in like that where it will spin it. It'll just slide along it, so it won't contact or stop necessarily. So I think that's my prediction for it, to keep the bit spinning a thing, because I think that's a really strong point for keeping the gears from stripping too much without making everything free spin essentially. So they probably have just done that where they don't have it spinning and they don't allow the bit to just stop moving. It's not gonna sit stationary in it. So that's my prediction for it, for what they'll do with that. But yeah, so once again, thank you guys so much for the comments. We really appreciate it. We'll check every episode, and we'll see what you guys have to say about it. And yep, so we will get right on into the anime episode for this week. Right away, we get a introduction from AI Ichigo, and we actually get a bit of a new look at the map. And I know that we went on that one episode and we were talking about how the map had no correlation to the digital one, and we can see a little bit better the city here from a more flat angle. It was more of a like fisheye lens, GoPro-esque perspective when we saw Burn at the top of his tower looking over the city. And here we can see it.
Is that from Discord? Why is there just a peach in the bottom left?
Oh yeah, that is from Discord. I'm gonna move my cam real quick. So yeah, I think that's probably when Tunes hit the soundboard, and
okay, yeah.
Yeah, that's why there's a peach there. We're gonna cover that up though.
Going crazy right now.
No,
I had to mute Tunes' soundboard for myself. He was spamming them so much.
Yeah. He's a fun dude, but oh man, the soundboard spam, my dude. Gotta chill out with that. Sparingly, please. But we can see very interesting city layout, actually. We can see more of the streets here. Looks like we've got down here a 3-lane street. No cars whatsoever. This is a very unrealistic city, I'm going to say. Yes, it's Japan, but you still see cars on the street in Japan. They got a little...
What kind of grid system is this?
Split road. I don't know, man. Like, all these buildings are like... It's like someone slapped them in and then twisted them unevenly to, like, screw them in or something like that.
How does a road fit between these places?
Who knows? Maybe it's walkways in some areas, because
yeah,
that's how it is in Japan, apparently, in some of their cities. Just, not that I would know personally, but I guess Yakuza 0 would be a pretty... I mean, you kind of walk around...
You live in Japan?
I mean, yeah, maybe I live in Japan, but that doesn't mean I go outside often. You know, I'm a room dweller. I never leave my house in Japan.
Never seen the light of day.
Exactly, yeah. You don't get this pale for nothing, even though this is just the excessive blue lights that I have in my room right now. But we get
for some reason the map reminds me of New York a little bit. Not that I would know, but
Manhattan.
You know how it's like,
yeah, I think
it's probably the inspiration for New York.
Yeah, I see like
it looks like Long Island or Manhattan.
Yeah,
with the bridge, which is funny. They put the Golden Gate Bridge in place of.
They didn't. This is a double suspension bridge. I do not believe we have those. Look, I'm gonna nitpick this.
It doesn't have to be 1-to-1.
I'm sorry, no, I'm nitpicking this bridge. This was AI generated.
It's red. It's the color of the Golden Gate.
They
Bridge
forgot
to. They
didn't draw in the latter part of this. This bridge should not exist. This, because it's not being held down to the land here. This pillar right here.
There's a little faint outline.
I don't know if that's it or if that's something else, because it looks like it kind of just goes through. But even so, that's not going to hold it. It still needs to hold the part of it under, because that's the whole thing of a suspension bridge. It suspends it, so you have to have all of these ropes. Yeah. We saw what happened in Thomas, at least I did, when in the 2005 special Calling All Engines, when the suspension bridge, when it broke apart, you can't. This should be breaking apart right now. I'm gonna nerd out like that, but at the end of the day, as much as I love to do stupid shit like that, at least they got the bridge in the bottom corner right. They did the correct suspending, so this bridge is safe for now. Yeah. But
we got a couple other bridges in the background there. We got an under support bridge in the back. We got an arc bridge or an arching bridge.
Yeah. Those are fine.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. It kind of looks a bit like it looks like a weird...
Podcast rerunning.
The city looks like a weird mash between London, Tokyo, and Manhattan, New York. It's so interesting to see, but you can definitely tell that they put in like those 3 cities at least, and we're just like, AI, make it and have like an X Tower Park thing. And I also wonder where the... in the first couple episodes, how they had that overhang. I just realized that they have they have an overhead rail system here that is an octagon.
Yeah, it's
That's
yeah, 2, 6, yeah, yeah, that's not how trains work.
trains don't. Maybe if it was a toy train, you could do that. I could do that,
And
but that's not how real life
um,
trains work.
where is the Yggdrasil Tower?
Farther this
Was
way.
that
It's on the peninsula. Yeah.
was that under us?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's under it. Maybe it's one of these. I don't know. Maybe it's like I
It
forgot
was
which
like
one
as
it was.
tall as the X Tower.
No, it's the perspective from the fisheye. So it's probably very tall and noticeable, but they just didn't do it. Also, where's the zoo?
I
'Cause
was gonna say like
It's
you don't
just
really
like
get to see a
like
lot of the
Manhattan.
city.
They just throw shit in there.
they threw in Manhattan
Man,
without the Chrysler Building and the Empire State Building? Are they kidding me? They didn't even put Tokyo
we got the
Tower.
Twin Towers though.
I we got the conjoined twin towers, more like.
Mm-hmm. Upgraded, you know.
I don't know if upgraded isn't that, but yeah,
More
the
structural
the
sound.
plane can just fly
I
right under it.
I hate this. I hate the X Tower. It just doesn't
The X
work.
Tower is really bad.
Yeah, it's kind of a weird
We'll get
thing.
more into the architecture of that, but this is a new look at the city. And
Season.
it's cool.
We got some more teams. So we've got Team Persona down here in the bottom. We also have this weird Wish.com Phoenix Yggdrasil whatever team. Maybe this could
was
just be
my joke.
Yggdrasil. I know. I was about to credit you, Juice. I stole that joke from Juice and he's right here. Get robbed.
We don't let you talk.
Yeah, you're just here for aesthetics.
You just meant to stand there and look pretty, okay?
Yep.
All right. All right.
You're the eye candy. We're the entertainment. You're the eye candy, juice.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
Yep.
As it should be.
But then we got this weird weird ass
Yak.
thing. I don't even know what it is.
It's like a
It's like a
it's
bull.
like a yak or a reindeer type thing, but it has human legs and no body.
It's so weird.
Like those are like literally human quads on human feet.
no,
Look like they're wearing boots.
no, they look like
Looks like he's
who's.
wearing boots.
I kind of see it a little bit from the front. The rear ones not so much, but the front ones, yeah, a little weird. And I might be like, we got the. Sorry, coffee does this to me. We got Team Rabbit. We also got this black
Carrot
cat.
Is that it? Is that all you had for it?
This is
Team
like
Rebel?
this is the least interesting looking one. It's just a
Are you
rabbit
kidding
and
me?
some carrots.
They have a
What
thing
do you gotta
up in the
say?
top right that I can't call what it is.
Oh, this one. The
Yeah.
this is
Conch shell.
this is yeah, it's the
Conch shell.
the
Yeah, sure.
the rock
Magic
cornucopia.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean
I
like
think the rabbit's cute.
it's cute, but that's all it is. It's just a cute little rabbit with carrots.
Carrots?
Yeah,
No-
what
none
do
of
you,
these are menacing at all.
I know it's like this one is all right. This one, it kind of looks like it's taking a
what?
shit.
We don't know what's under the.
Yeah,
under the
it's like
frame.
it could be like it could be. It looks like someone's
It could just be bird.
sticking his finger up his butt, possibly, or something like that.
Do you guys think these are teams we're actually going to see? Or are these
I
just
hope
filler
not.
filler icons?
Probably filler. Maybe this is Yggdrasil. I forget what Yggdrasil even looks like.
It's a tree, isn't it?
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
it
it's
is.
a tree,
Okay,
not a-
never mind. This
not a
isn't
phoenix.
Yggdrasil. This is just Wish.com Yggdrasil. This one, I feel like the Target one is possible. Maybe this one too, but probably not this one. This one could be as well. I don't think these three. I'm rolling these three out, and I'm calling it. It could be one or two of these three.
Hey, Metal. Guess what? Beyblade's gonna be on that Target one.
What?
Storm Capricorn.
Let's go, baby. Just like I've been saying this whole time, that silhouette we saw, Storm Capricorn, 100%. It's going to happen, guys.
And that's it. He's gonna be the leader.
Exactly. I am going to lead the charge in
The hands on that target one creep me out. The lack of nails really disturbs me.
Yeah.
Like, you know how it's
It
not
looks like
detailed
it should
out,
be
the
wearing
nails?
gloves.
like the
Should be
thumbnails are
wearing gloves.
kind of there. The thumbnails are kind of there and you can like only see the but you can only see the edge outline on like the
Exactly,
very
it
outer
doesn't-
edge
it
on the other
doesn't
ones.
look right.
It looks like it looks like his fingertips got cut off. It's kind of weird. Very uncomfortable, but
Nubbins.
I wish I hadn't brought that up. That makes me uncomfortable now.
Move on.
Moving on. We also got more of an in-depth into how many floors there are in the X Tower, and we actually took some time out to take a look at it.
Count.
Yeah, I remember you took like 10 minutes looking at this, all for it to amount to nothing.
Pretty much. So as you can,
Hey, you know, it came out to being worth the time. Take it away.
Well, like, just the dots just didn't add up.
yeah,
Line up,
they
sorry.
we had to estimate. We had to do some creative
theory.
calculation. Yeah, as you can see here, the segment lines between the floors on this map don't line up properly, which is sad. This one's about like perfectly halfway through. This one's more on the lower part of that. But we estimated about 5 floors per segment. I believe there were like
And
10 segments per tower. So about 50 floors per individual tower. And then since there's 2 of them, the 100 floors is apparently, just based on our estimations and calculations that we did, the X Tower is 100 floors combined, not like it rises up to 100 floors. Each individual tower is 50, so 50 times 2 is 100. And yeah,
quick math.
quick maths.
Mm-hmm.
We also
And the one thing it let
Big
us
brain.
was there are 2 penthouses. It showed that that why do I get these balloons?
yeah, we
Whoa, what was that? The
yeah,
hell?
That's in Discord. That's in my live stream. Why do I get balloons?
party crab dance maybe?
Anybody know? I don't know where these balloons come from. It's like an iOS message emote.
Did I miss his
No.
birthday?
No. But
Oh,
there
you're
are 2
good. Thank God.
penthouses, and we're here. What the? Penthouses. There are 2 penthouses. The same words. What the fuck?
Is it like is it a tracking thing when you
There
do
are
that,
2 penthouses. There.
or is it
what the-
metal? Metal, is it you?
It's not me. It's not me.
There are
This
2
is
penthouses.
this is on Discord. This is on Discord.
There are 2 penthouses.
Wait, step back a little bit. Say
There are 2 penthouses. So confused. Gosh, what the hell was that? Actually, a ghost in my computer.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing. Oh my god.
There are 2 penthouses.
Yep, there are 2 penthouses, one on each side.
Okay, so we still haven't. I thought I figured it out. Apparently, I didn't.
Oh, that's so. Oh, jeez, we didn't know what it was. Oh, this is the greatest episode ever. Anyway,
Yeah, so who's in the other penthouse? We don't know. That was a question that I was trying to bring up there until I got rudely interrupted by balloons.
Ghost balloons.
oh god, oh man, I'm gonna have to use the bathroom halfway through this at this point. We've had so many laughs today. But anyways, yeah. So happy birthday to Elliot aside. With the we get this image of the X Tower, or the stadium in the X Tower, and what's interesting about it is how much more vertical it looks, compared to the AI art. So what it looks like to me, compared to the other images, is that you see like you know how there's like this upper part here that branches out, and we see that, and it looks a lot flatter in the other images. This looks like it goes. This holds the central light above. This looks like it supports the roof. And then this is just a support pillar. And then these are, since they're more vertical, I guess they go out to the side maybe, or something like that. It's still hard to tell with this stadium, but I do I like this style of the stadium where it's more tall and it's not as wide as it is, because when it looked wide, it was so empty, but looking at it here, and it looks like the center is a lot smaller and more contained, and then everything is a lot more vertically stacked compared. I think that design choice for the stadium is a lot better, and they did a good job with this frame of the stadium here. Because I know Elliot and I, we love to, every time we see the stadium, we love to clown on how like crappy it looks. But this image actually kind of rectifies it. Makes a little more sense. Who knows if that's actually what it is? We're just kind of guessing, but you know, it's what makes sense to us. So we're gonna choose to believe it this way. We're gonna be on that
It
copium.
looks more like It looks more like a fight club than a stadium. Like
It does,
it's
but
like everyone's fighting down in the basement. And you got all the rich people upstairs betting on the fight.
I kind of like that aspect of it. That makes it a little cooler, in my opinion. I think I like that for the
Hmm.
stadium.
All I have is I'm confused about the whole structure of the inside of the towers. It doesn't make sense. The
Yeah.
tower doesn't make sense. The inside
Elevator?
doesn't make sense.
Yeah, we've been over that.
Elevator?
Like a
Is it?
sideways elevator would make sense, but like
Yeah.
still,
Just Willy
Well,
Wonka elevator.
it could. Yeah, that was a thought.
buildings
That
can't
was
be
a thought,
like
yeah.
that.
Yeah, like that's not how structure. I bet if we had Counter in this episode to talk about the engineering of it, because Counterburst is into
Oh,
engineering. Yeah, we
you
should
know what? It's just an escalator from top to bottom.
imagine. It
It's
can't
just
be
a
though.
100-floor escalator.
No, because I mean, you would have to like get off at some point. Maybe
No,
it
the
turns it.
escalator's
Well,
just
yeah, maybe it
linear.
turns into a moving walkway each floor. It like flattens
Yeah,
out because it could do that. I think they could make that
you
work.
could.
But
We're in 2028, 4 or 2030. What'd you reckon it
I
was
s-
last episode?
like I don't know, maybe a decade or two above. I think 2050 or
Yeah.
something like that was 2040 or 2050. I don't know. Who knows? It's the future to some degree. It's the near future where we can have X-shaped towers, but they still have like the iPhone 13 or whatever we're on now for
Yeah.
Apple.
Yeah.
Well, we're like 20 episodes in, and there's just not a lot of. You don't see a lot of the X Tower interior.
Yeah,
Hmm.
we saw it.
That's the problem. Like, I would like to see how it all works.
Yeah, like where are the offices? They have to have like some kind of office center or whatever. It's like, remember how like we always saw so much of like Jenga's dad's office in the WBBA building and all that and whatnot in
Hmm.
Metal Fight? Like,
Hmm.
where's the office? Where's the
Well,
dad?
there aren't any employees. It's just AI, so they'd actually just have 100 floors full of nothing.
So we get Chrome Ryugu and Multi Sister, who
Hmm.
I
is
forget Shigeru.
I
I don't know,
I think
Shigeru
that's
Miyamoto.
not Shakira.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's Shakira.
she looks very off-model there, like I mentioned yesterday.
Yeah,
They
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 both
they look
do.
like they have a different art style
They look
than
like
the
they
rest of the characters.
yeah, they don't look like they're from Beyblade X right now.
No, they don't. They look like they're from the Daft Punk zone.
I don't
That's
think
what the
we've
penthouse is,
seen
just a
Chrome's
constant
lower
Daft
half.
Punk concert.
Yo, that's why Daft Punk retired in 2021. They went to do Beyblade X anime. They're the
They
actual
gave out their
team.
helmets.
Yeah, no,
Common.
yeah, they're actually. There you go. I see, dude. I've been saying this since episode 1. Common X is a Daft Punk reject. They didn't want him in the band, so they kicked him. They kicked him out of the X Tower and back down because he was getting too familiar with them. See, this is the plot twist for the anime. We called it ages ago. It's just all a big Daft Punk plot. No one actually. That's why the Beyblading sucks. It's all about Daft Punk. So we'll.
This is
And
promote
sushi.
Daft Punk.
Yeah, it's to promote their comeback. Oh, imagine, I would love that.
That would
Do
be
it.
so funny.
No.
They're the opening act, and they're the intro next season.
Oh, dude, please, Takara, if you can get one of them back. I know that they're not get Daft Punk, please. Their music is so good.
They wear the Carmen X helmet.
They should
instead.
do that, dude. Beyblade X came out like 4 years too late. I'm so
Mhm.
sad. But anyways, yeah, that's just how little we have to say about these characters in general. And I think
I
that
like
just
their
Yeah.
design.
they're all right.
Sick.
I do like Ryugu's design. I think he looks pretty cool.
Not a fan of the lower half though.
Yeah, those pants need to like get darker.
Yeah,
A little
they're
bit too
they
neon.
match his
Yeah.
hair. I guess his hair is
They're
the
too
same color.
they're too
Yeah.
neon. They're too neon. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, it's they're. I mean, Moving on. We also get a interesting thing here. I think I don't know. We just get some Beyblade models and we see multi, and it's
Mhm.
interesting.
Good character. Good character.
Yeah.
Yep, good character, popular blader. This leads into our next point of Bird's popularity.
Yeah. No one cares about Bird. So
Bird popularity is 10x. Can you tell?
Yeah. Yeah, Bird's popularity is so tiny that they do we get a yeah, it's literally like the smallest margin. And the fact that this is 100 times bigger than this and you literally can't see it at all on this, it just says everything
Common's
about him.
grown by like a third, and then Bird's just Bird.
Yeah, Bird is just like wait.
The funny is Bird's like the most recognizable one because of his damn afro, damn
His
peacock feather looking ass.
real he is. So Taisho was sick unfortunately in this episode, so sadly we didn't get to see a whole lot of him. We did get to see him later on in the episode, but um it was a little sad to see him here, and Sushi is obviously dead because he's, not feeling well, so
Yeah, it's interesting to see
That's-
that it disappears when he's sick. The
So
little
this
face.
this is confirmed. Not everything is scaled to Taisho. The camera would zoom out. This bed would be like 8 feet long, and Taisho would be like buried in it. Like this is the biggest bed ever for Taisho.
although maybe it's sized right to him.
Wait,
I think that's one
why?
thing we have to
There's
take
also
into
there's
account for.
crease
head.
lines. Do you see the crease
Yeah,
lines at the
it
in the
looks
middle
like
of
he's
the?
like
Oh.
8 feet tall.
Yeah, true.
What?
I don't know, man.
His legs will be like right there at the start of the blue.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Yeah.
I don't know, man. Taisho was
Well, they
sick.
were-
He was sick, and and Multi is here, and
In her sushi uniform again.
yeah, and her is this a kimono?
Yeah.
Yeah. So very,
She
very
got it.
well
She got
well
a
designed.
Did you guys say this outfit's popped up before? Because I don't remember seeing
It
it.
was in the
Maybe?
last episode or two. Yeah.
I think it popped up at some point. I forget when though. But
Yeah, it was last episode I think
Uh.
that we found out she actually does work there and has a uniform.
yeah, very smart
Well,
outfit.
well, the
She has a little
Cost
sushi
of
head thing.
sandals.
Yeah, she has a little sushi headpiece in her hair. Yeah, so I like the rainbow
Okay,
stripes here. They match her face paint, which is pretty cool. So Multi is a very well designed character, I think. Very aesthetic for the anime. Definitely pops out a lot when compared with other characters. And, in a crowd, you can spot her very easily. So good job on the design department. And we also get to see Common X do a very interesting battle. Now, I don't know how to feel about it, to be honest, but basically, the first battle that they did in their little training thing was he battled Bird, and Common immediately went for the X line. Bird obviously has been studying, so he knew that Common would go for that, and Common decided to pull a 180 on Bird, because Bird was just going to follow him off the X line. Common leaves the X line, circles back around. Bird ends up going off the X line, but missing, of course. And then Common rejoins the X line and then smacks the crap out of Bird and bursts his Beyblade. And of course, Bird is just absolutely devastated. And, same old
he's Bird.
Bird crap. No pun intended. But, yep, I'm so funny. Anyways, so Common X is tasked with making the sushi, which he of course loves because he is our.
I guess we should actually tell him what the whole premise of the battle training is. So the whole thing for this training section is that they're making a video for Taisho Sushi, that they're making like a promo video that shows the sushi along with their Bay team. So Maiden's the camera person, and the drill is that there's a 3-person series. Each bay there'll be 2 people blading and then 1 person making the sushi, and then the loser has to eat the person's sushi. And so Common is Common just beat Bird, or I don't know exactly how the rotation worked there, but now Common's in charge of making the sushi, and this is Common's sushi making outfit.
Yep. So it's a very interesting stipulation for this training, but kind of what we come to expect from Taisho and Maiden. They really want the best out of their sponsor team, so naturally they'll want to train them well. And I can't hate on them for that, but I can't hate them. Period. It's always lovely to see them doing that to further them. So we also get battles between Multi and Bird. And of course, I'm just going to spoil it. Bird sucks. And Phoenix Wing recruits are now available. What does Phoenix Wing have to
God
do?
of Sushi. Yep, I don't know.
Weird auto subs be like, but
I think I
Wait,
screenshot that mainly because of the subtitles. I don't know.
Phoenix Wing isn't known yet in
nope.
this in their timeline. Like,
And neither is the God of
it's
Sushi.
yeah,
Oh,
is that not Taisho?
I
Oh,
don't know. We do see the God of Sushi appear in the later part of this episode.
yep. But we will get
Oh,
to that. Um, So Bird basically battles Multi a bunch of times, loses. We actually also get to see a very interesting thing from
A
Multi.
sick screenshot.
That is a very sick screenshot. Thumbnail maybe. Oh, well, might go back and not auto
Yeah.
subs,
who's the
but
genius that took that shot?
So it's the Knight Shield Extreme Dash Shield Impact. So Maltese one of the only people that's gotten like a name for her moves that we had Wizard Parry, and now she gets a special Extreme Dash Shield Impact, which activates her special rainbow colors and messes Bird up. Does not burst him, so defense did not have the power to burst Hell's Chain, but it was a cool attack nonetheless that she gets knocked out, and the first time we actually see her ride the extreme line.
yeah, very interesting that it took that long for Night Shield or Wizard or Lance to actually take a ride on the X line, but at least it happened. So, honestly, positivity there. She knows how to use the X line, so I think that's very good for Multi. Although I kind of wish that they could have filled out the filler a little bit better by giving her an arc where she learns how to use the X line, because she uses primarily defensive, or you know she doesn't really do attack all that much. She mostly focuses on parrying or dodging or defending. So I think it would have been really good to write in a character arc for her to learn how to use the extreme line even with stamina and defense, and use it for potential. And I guess it's good that at least we see it in some way, shape, or form, but I wish that they had done it just a little bit better to maybe build
Mm.
out her character a bit more.
Well, yeah, that's the problem with this show. They do a lot of giving and not a lot of showing. It's not a lot of no training improvement from anyone really.
Yeah,
They
Hmm.
just pop up and they have it.
yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
the
that's
only
where
what
this thing is. They didn't explain the X line. It's like, oh, from the beginning, Bird could use the X line, but Bird can't win a Bay battle. So it's like the entry level for the X line is so low, but it's so impactful, which is really annoying that they didn't show
And
any progression into
mm,
that.
yeah, it
I don't get why the extreme line's like it's such a big thing when X does it, but it's like in this universe of theirs, are they not aware that they can just use it? Like, why is it such a mind-boggling thing?
Yeah.
I don't get it. And like X is like one of the only people that use it, and then like other characters show up and they use it, and then it's like a big surprise. Like, whoa, but it's their entire gimmick of
Hmm.
your sport. How do you not know?
yeah, we've never been behind the writing on this series, and we can only hope that season 2 will be better. But um, as for season 1, we just gotta kind of deal with it, I guess. We got 31 more episodes to go, and
Fucking Christ.
yeah, we haven't even gotten to the third team battle yet, which
Hmm.
for how little actual character progression development that we've seen throughout this anime so far, it's disappointing that we're not moving forward at all between, you know, major event and battle progression and then next major event. There's the filler, while it can be entertaining, for the most part, does very little, if anything. At most, we either get a training arc for Bird or some character that Common X just slacks off. He always wins, and then there's
Hmm.
never any actual base skill improvement. And
I
then, and
That's what I had written down for this, but before I found out what we were actually doing.
yep, yeah,
Man brought notes.
Juice came prepared. But
he will have this training session and it amounts to nothing. He doesn't learn anything except for apparently I missed this part of the episode where he like what did he do against X? He like dodged one of his attacks or he knew he went for the extreme line?
yeah,
Like there's that, but like that's so minimal. It amounts to
The
nothing.
basic.
yeah, like Bird is obviously smart, but whenever it gets down to Bay battling, they just he's never shown to actually have character substance and be smart. It's always just him fumbling. It's like he'll have
He's
one
never
good
consistent.
he has one good idea per battle maybe if he's lucky, usually not. And then he just gets absolutely destroyed and then he just acts so surprised. Like, dude, Beyblade, you got to think 3 steps ahead. You can't think like on the same step because your opponent's always at least 1 step ahead. And with Common, who knows how many steps this man is ahead. And Multi is at least 50 steps ahead. So Bird is like at the bottom of the Kung Fu Panda staircase of Beyblade right now in terms of strategizing. He's got
What a reference, Jesus.
yeah, he's got so
Really,
far
yeah.
to go. But it's very disappointing to see that such an important character gets absolutely nothing and is completely shafted for their
He's
actual
handled so poorly.
Bay development. And then you know, we also say that Multi and Common are also handled very poorly because they're just OP. They never lose, pretty much. And we never get to see them train. We never get to see them. We haven't seen them fail yet. I mean, Jenga in Metal Fight
There's no struggle.
by episode 20 had already lost to Ryuga and then went on a rediscovery journey and became better. Like the progression in X is just abhorrently slow and dull. And the only time it's actually entertaining is when they go for funny arcs and they go for entertaining gags, but the fact that this entire anime so far has just relied on humor to kind of carry it into the entertainment is just pathetic.
Yeah. Anyway,
for a Beyblade
we've
show.
touched on that every episode, so we should probably move past that.
Yeah, pretty much. We'll do a rant episode at the end of the
Let me
season.
on that one.
Quick
I have a
switch
lot.
up.
I have a lot written down.
Don't worry, Juice. We will.
Quick
You
switch up. This
you-
is your slide. Read the subtitle for us, Juice.
What?
Out loud of the
My
class.
original sushi is chocolate coated milk.
We've had some funny auto subs, and this was one that caught us off guard. This is probably as close to was it Baby Day or Breeder? They say Blader and Breeder interchangeably in the
Yeah.
auto subs, which is really funny. It's like they want to be the #1 breeder. And so now we get a chocolate coated MILF, which is not sushi, not Beyblade,
Right.
and it's just
It's-
hilarious.
It
It's
does
so
not
out of
belong.
pocket
It does not
Does
belong
not
in this
belong.
show.
on auto subs, and it's just so funny that I don't know what kind of sushi they're talking about,
Right.
but
well,
it comes
I
up
don't know what
like,
word they could
multiple
have
times.
mistranslated for it. Like, what word were they trying to translate?
I thought it was maybe
Yeah,
milk, like chocolate milk coated or like
Well,
condensed.
Chocolate
Well,
coated milk, but that doesn't really work.
I mean,
yeah, no, it's not. It doesn't sound similar because it's a translation. So I don't know where it derived from. Because I didn't think that was an actual word. So maybe if we do look it up online, that it will have its own verb or adjective compared to what we are associated with. But I don't know.
Obviously, it's referring to like what this thing is in her hand, but like, do we see like cut into it? Like, what is it?
Yeah. I think we got a couple other screenshots here we can move past and check it out here.
yeah, we'll give it a quick look. So yeah, basically this
Okay,
is
that
what
looks- Whoa.
Yeah, and read the subtitles out here, dude.
The sushi and tuna are on top of each other to make. I had to what a man. He's trying to make milky and then dipped in chocolate. Okay. Yeah, that's some
Yeah.
milky
Oh, yeah,
food if I've
yeah.
ever seen some.
So I guess my
Yeah.
chocolate milk theory is out. I forgot about that. I don't know what that could be.
It looks like fluffy, maybe. I don't know.
I don't know, but like chocolate coated fluff. Because
I
it,
don't know.
it has to be consistent with the other. I don't know. It's
Make it fluffy sushi. I guess sushi's not fluffy. I don't know.
Who knows
Just
what it is, but
I know
What part of
yeah.
this is dipped in chocolate? Where's the
The whole
chocolate?
yes, this is the inside of it, and then it pans back out to it being covered in chocolate.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, so this is the
Oh, this is
inside
Carmen's
of.
one, right?
Yeah, it's
yeah,
just common sushi. Yeah,
one
he
of them.
makes
Course, yeah.
chocolate covered milk.
Yeah, well,
So it's just normal sushi. That looks like what, salmon or something? Salmon
Yeah,
and
that's why it
rice.
says
salmon
salmon,
and
rice,
tuna,
and then
salmon and
chocolate dipped. Yeah.
well, oh wait, no,
Oh,
sushi and
that
tuna. Yeah,
that can make you sick. That can make you literally sick.
yeah.
Yeah.
No one ever said he
Yeah.
was good at making sushi. He just
It
makes it.
turned out this wasn't the most appetizing sushi ever.
Yeah, I don't know.
Spoiler.
Him and Taisho are they cook some weird stuff.
They should not let him cook. They should definitely not ever
Don't let
him
him
cook.
cook. He makes
Yeah,
some
don't
things
let
that
him
aren't
cook.
sushi.
Don't let him cook. He'll make you sick. But yeah, we got that was our weekly dose
Auto.
of weird ass auto subs being weird, which we love to see it, and it certainly confuses us sometimes. But we just gotta power through it mostly
Mhm.
and just kind of
I
accept
know
it.
you have like a schedule for this. Like, you just gotta always wait for the official sub. Well, not official subs. They're still fan subs, but they're very accurate. If you just wanted
Yeah,
to wait for them.
We're gonna do it.
yeah,
Yeah, we're gonna do
we're
an.
gonna do a thing about the whole recap once we actually know the context of all these episodes.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think sometime towards like after all of the subs come up, um, we'll do like a thing. I don't know. I'm kind of thinking maybe if it's possible, we can do. I would love to do like a big in-person watch party. Well, not big, but me and Elliot meet up and we spend like a weekend like binging the entire thing. If that sounds all right with you.
I think we'll just cry. We'll just say we watch
You
it.
should
We
be
won't
bored
watch
out of
the
your
second
mind.
episode. That'll be the most boring thing we could ever do to ourselves.
Oh, we'll have the
Instead of
we'll Beyblade with each other.
we'll Beyblade while bashing our head off the wall.
I mean, I at least I'll do it and I'll take notes or
Only sit in my
I'll
car watching Beyblade all
I'll,
weekend
I'll
in your
watch it in
driveway.
my car on my notepad. I should do that.
The
I should.
battles in this show are the worst
They're so
They're
bad.
so
there's
bad.
ever been for Beyblade.
Yeah.
They are so boring. No, there's not much have. Half of it is reuse animation, which is just
Yeah,
transform on
it's
the
just
extreme line.
line every time.
Yeah. I think a good idea for our massive season 1 recap after we, go back through all of the proper sub and, take notes or whatever and come up with our points and lists for the entire thing. I think what we'll do, we'll have you Juice. We'll probably have like a couple other people come on as well, and we'll do like a big, maybe a live stream where we
Yeah,
just
maybe yeah.
we just
maybe we'll do something
chug
like that.
through the whole thing, or maybe split it up or whatever. But we'll get through like all the gripes and whatnot that we have about it, and then we'll have that be the season cap for season 1, and then season 2 we'll just go month by month, but whatever. But yeah, so
Yeah. Moving on.
indeed. Next up, I forgot about that. Let me just let's just get rid of that real quick. So we get some really interesting screenshots here with Bird, and he's kind of looking. I think what they're doing here is they were playing up their like emotion for the camera because they were recording all of this. I think they were trying to boost his
Okay.
SEO or whatever. And then Multi also does. They have some really funny facial
Whoa.
expressions,
That's a great expression.
and they're just looking like mega.
And they're this upset to eat X's sushi. They're like, I'm not losing in eating that
Yeah.
whatever we just saw.
Yeah, this episode was something indeed. We got a lot of good faces, but I think there was one thing that I did kind of like about this episode, and I think we'll get into that very soon. But we got these funny faces from them playing up to the camera, which was amusing, and then Bird just literally got fried.
Yeah.
Anyways, and then all of a sudden when Bird makes the sushi, he like Multi says his face changed, but dude literally went into a completely different art style. And
I
then
love it when shows do that.
this was honestly the best. This is a top moment for the anime. Honestly, Bird doing his sushi thing, and he is just literally cooking somehow. And and then we just get this. And dude is just in a different anime, and he made the perfect sushi pieces. And this is the new Chad face, by the way, guys. This is it. I'm deeming this the new Chad face. This
I thought
dude
there
just
was one other screenshot that was the new Chad face, but I don't know.
was it? Maybe that's it.
No,
New
Is
I
it
Chad
that?
I
face.
guess not.
Is it this?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
maybe this.
I don't know. There's a couple good screenshots.
Oh, that's definitely the new Chad face.
We're just now going through them.
But anyway, so Bird makes the ultimate, the ultimate sushi, and
Looks really good.
it's so.
Makes a sushi.
Yep, the sushi is so happy to see it, and Taisho decides to try it, and he does, and it's so good. He feels like he's swimming with tuna in a river. Apparently, basically, Bird creates the greatest piece of sushi ever. It is so good that Maiden nearly faints, and Taisho starts crying. But then I think what they did was, it was either Multi or Common that brought, or probably Multi, who brought up the fact that Taisho's sushi creations are just so out of pocket, and weird mix-ups of like banana blueberry cream sushi and whatnot. And it's like it's all these weird confectionery ones, that it's like Bird's sushi just isn't good. It's just average sushi. It's just that Taisho's sushi is so bad, and that's all they eat, that they're having a normal piece of sushi and it's actually good
For sure.
because they're accustomed to
It's
such a low bar.
crazy.
Yeah,
Right.
it's kind of weird, but that's pretty much where the episode just ends. Go ahead, Juice.
Common sushi looked really good if it wasn't covered in chocolate. It looked like just a stack of
I know.
delicious salmon and rice.
Yeah, I think the thing
Tuna.
is like, the sushi would be good if they didn't try and mix the flavor profile so much. Like, if you're gonna do tuna and rice, give it like a spicy or tangy sauce on top of it. Do like a dragon sauce. If you're gonna do eel sauce. Eel sauce is the right kind of sweet for sushi, in my opinion. I'm a sucker for unagi, but
that's like against like his sushi shop's like entire thing. It's like not the norm.
yeah, it's kind of wacky. It's like one of those like wacky restaurant menus off Kitchen Nightmares, except it's a sushi restaurant in Beyblade X.
That's why they should have both. That way they can have actual customers.
Yeah, that's so true.
We've never seen a real customer in that shop.
Yeah.
I don't understand what they're in business.
Yeah, that's a great. Do they just get paid from?
Just get takeout
I'm
orders.
pretty sure. I think Bird even mentions it in the manga, like the recent chapter, and then
We don't sell
his sister
sushi.
walks in, and that's the end. No, we don't sell sushi. We don't have customers.
Yeah,
Like, he's questioning why he's working there when there's no one
They
there.
don't-
But then,
I
They
mean-
make fresh sushi every day for no one.
yeah. No one eats it.
right? What a waste.
Well, Common just eats it all at the end of the day.
They're just bleeding money.
Yeah. So I have no idea what the deal is with Taisho, but I think that's something that we'll definitely touch on another time, because we gotta get through the rest of the next episode new stuff, which actually there was a lot of. So we're gonna be introduced to whatever Uni, I think her name is, and her weird hair and cap and mask.
Weird cap. You take that back. She's cute as hell. How dare you?
So she's a character that will be in the next episode, apparently. I don't know. She wasn't interesting in chapter 8 of the manga. I don't know if she showed up in any other chapters since, but I don't really know what to make of her at the moment. So I mean,
Was this the preview?
yeah, this was the preview. So we'll
Yeah,
see in the
right.
next episode
We
about
do have a
Uni.
couple other screenshots.
We also got this.
Oh, this. I remember this.
We have the most ass backwards like we've got Common X with his 2010s rather Daft Punk mask on. He's wearing an Elvis suit from the 50s with 70s fringe drooping off of the edge of his sleeves, a like 90s WWE belt, and then like the 2000s backwards baseball cap.
Snapback.
Yeah,
He's
like
got a snapback on.
this dude just tried to mix like 5 different decades together, and it just looks abhorrent.
It just looks like butter.
Really does.
What is he doing?
I
Whose
don't know,
man's is
man.
this?
I guess we'll see next episode.
And it's all sequin covered. The texture makes it look sequin covered, like it's like 80s
think it
Michael
is.
Jackson. That's dude.
Yeah.
That's like 6 or 7 decades they're trying to go for, and I hate this so much. We're gonna move on before I have a seizure. We also get
That'll be a
this.
thumbnail.
On the other hand, Bird actually has good attire. He's got this really interesting like common
Yeah,
X
team
mask
shirts,
looking
team
polo.
jersey.
Yeah,
Yeah, the team jersey. For
yeah. This
China.
this thing looks.
They look like they're about to
super
go
sick.
bowling.
They really do. This is like the bowling team. And I don't like that Bird is holding out a
Bowling
Beyblade.
filler?
He should stick to making sushi or bowling or something. Bodybuilding maybe.
Baseball and Dragon Ball. Let's get bowling and
yeah,
Are
Beyblade.
you
Dungeon-
saying Bird should just pack it up?
Yeah, he really should
Yeah.
just stop Beyblading, honestly. I know that the anime is never going to stray from the manga material, but I am just so frustrated with Bird's just how we've handled him. Anyways, I know we've complained. He's got a nice polo on though, so that's nice.
Mhm.
And then
This is his only W.
Pretty-
That shirt.
yep, that's his only
When he
W.
puts his hair down and puts on a uniform.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And then we're also going to get Unicorn Sting in the next episode. We're actually going to get a fair amount of battling with it. We saw more than just this sequence. So we're definitely going to see how GP works. There was some cool stuff that was going on with it. Kind of reminded me a little bit of the dynamic that we saw from Rock Scorpio and Metal Fight, where it had the sparks coming off the performance tip. So we're going to see that. Honestly, you guys are going to see this tomorrow when you guys are watching this on Thursday, if you're watching it on Thursday. So, but pretty interesting. I don't expect Bird to win this, honestly, because if you've read the manga chapter, you already know what's going to happen when they get to the tower and actually battle Yggdrasil. So I'm going to leave that up for you guys if you haven't caught up with it to, speculate on. But that really wraps it up for this episode. I'm going to be completely honest. Kind of a weird position that we're at. Very turbulent anime, to be honest, because it goes from being like I'm hopeful about stuff to I'm not quite so hopeful about stuff to it's a weird roller coaster of emotions that it kind of throws you through.
Bird eats a Pop Tart. Taisho cry. What the hell are these?
Oh. I'm pretty sure that was a piece of bread, wasn't it?
It looked
Pop-Tart
like
that
bread
you
with
s-
maybe a jam on it, but it
Yeah,
didn't
maybe
look
it was-
like a Pop Tart.
Yeah, that's what Elliot said, and I wrote it down.
I could go for a Pop Tart right now.
That sounds like that sounds so good.
Pop Tart. Shit.
Yo, I wish I had money to go buy Pop Tarts at Wawa. Oh well.
The chocolate one is horrible. I hate
Oh,
it.
dude,
Same with the cookies and cream. It's not really good.
I never go for those.
Oh, Australians don't like chocolate. I forgot.
No. We love. I expect. I mean, especially me.
You just go buy your Tam Tams and buy me a pack too. They're so good.
Tam
Tams are so good. Tams are good. Vegemite.
Yeah, Tim Tams, buddy. Not Tam Tams.
No, they're Tammies.
Tammies.
Up in the
For
U.S.,
chocolate
we call them
candy.
Tammies.
Up big Tammy.
So no one ever.
Big Tammy. This show is. Oh yeah. Yeah.
What are we talking about?
You guys close. I'm dying. And I still
Not a
have to.
clue.
Anyway,
Yeah, I'll let you guys close.
Juice, take the floor. Say something.
Unicorn sting woman COVID. That's bad.
Beautiful. Thank you. So that's bad.
I'm gonna have fun editing this episode.
So yeah, this was an episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you so much, Juice, Locky, Lockwand, all the above. His channel will be in the description. Go check him out. He makes burst content. He
Glad I
makes so
could
much
add a
burst
lot of
content.
input.
Yeah,
Burst.
he's
Oh,
a,
not anymore, but yeah.
he's a burst kid. I'm kidding. We're
I
kidding. That's a joke.
am out of us three. Like, Elliot's the plastic gen, Metal is metal gen.
You
And
are
I'd probably be the burst gen too.
I mean,
Yeah.
you've got plastic.
Anyway,
He's got all gens.
he makes Beyblade content. Go check him out. He's a good lad.
Mhm.
Definitely a fun lad
A
to
good
have
boy.
in the his words, not mine.
Damn.
Um,
Wow. That's how. That's for those. Yeah, the metric of how much guys are friends is how much we shit on each other.
I hope you guys realize that.
Yeah, that's if you didn't know for some reason, that's.
I do. I will apologize to you both and to those that are listening that I didn't really bring much. I was not prepared at all. I prepared for something different, but it ended up switching around on me.
Sorry about that.
We just kind of we got into recording this, and Metal was just like, Juice is gonna join us. I'm like, okay, I don't think he watched the episode much, but
No, I asked you, and you said that was all right if Juice joined us, and then I made sure he
no, I
watched.
didn't. No, I said that it was fine, but I
Yeah.
didn't know if you talked to him about
No,
what
I-
he was doing, and obviously some lines got crossed there on
I-
on why he was here.
I thought that's my fault. I just assumed that he knew that we were just gonna do the episode review.
That's
But-
No, it's on me
Anyway.
as well for assuming something different. Even though I knew what you said. You asked if I caught up on the anime, which caught up on the episodes that I had to catch up on because I was like 2 behind. Yeah, this is all on me. But we'll
No,
get
it's
it
it's
next time.
it's both of us.
We like good episodes.
We crossed the signals a little bit too much, so it's all right. It was still fun anyways. We always have a good time here.
Was.
It's casual. We don't have like a hard schedule. We're not principled with this. We just kind of have fun. That's all we care about.
Yeah,
We sat here for a good
whatever.
hour talking the shit.
Yeah, pretty
Exactly.
much. Yep.
Well, guys, thank you for watching. This has been the Blade Dragons. Go follow Juice. Go follow all of our socials. Sadly, we didn't get to use our new overlay this time, so we'll try again next week. But
Yep, next week. We'll do it next week, hopefully.
You have a
guys
new overlay?
yeah, we just designed one, a newer one. Not really up. It's just an updated one.
Yeah, we just
So,
we were
stay tuned.
refreshed.
And we will talk to you guys next week. Blade Dragons out.